Checks his log. Wednesday, February 11th, 2015. The location, Lucas's truck.
Yes, we'll talk about that movie that I have, that VHS.
Oh, yeah.
John asked me to bring, like, originally, he's like, this is what he told me. He said, okay, dude, I'm coming down. I'm getting a tooth pulled out or some shit. so he's like, okay, bring 2 VHS's cassettes, you know, with, like, obscure movie type.
The most obscure title you can find.
Yeah. And I got something. I'm pretty sure we talked about it before, though. So it's probably not gonna be a surprise at all.
I'm gonna be surprised because I'm in suspense. I have no clue. You gave me a little.
It's an amazing cult classic. I'll say that.
Okay. Have you seen it?
Yes.
Have you seen the movie?
Yes, I've seen it. Yeah.
Okay. So soon enough, we'll be back at the house, and we'll see what this mystery tape is. I'm pretty pumped.
It's fucking awesome.
It's gonna be the best. It's gonna be a good way for me to spend my afternoon before I head back to Moncton. So.
There's a lot of stuff to talk about. If you don't know anything about the movie, there's
Okay.
a lot of really cool shit about this movie.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool. So y'all stay tuned, and after this, we'll find out what the movie is.
I believe it is filming.
It is.
At this very moment.
It is. Greetings from my parents' basement. This is where we'll be hanging out this afternoon.
Awesome.
And watch the mystery tape. So, lay it on me.
Okay, wait. The peoples has to know. The peoples has to know. The story I told you in the truck. Okay.
Okay.
This is what I remember from this shit. All right.
Okay.
I remember. I'm gonna tell the place now. Okay. Well, we went to like this secondhand place called Milli Mello.
Yeah. Wait, tell it to the camera. I want to see your face.
Went to this place called Milli Mello. All right. And don't look at the tape, yo. and
I saw nothing.
and we're just there's a bunch of VHSs, right? So we're just looking through them, and there was this VHS tape with an awesome fucking cover, man. The cover was all like retro, like 70s. Yeah, I can't even say it. I don't know. But anyway, so it looks so interesting, and I'm like, I'm gonna buy this shit for sure. So I look at the tape just to look at the quality, see if there's any mold and shit, you know. And the tape looks good, but it's a tape that you like a home recordable VHS, right? So I'm like, damn, you know, this isn't good. So I just leave it there, okay? But like a year after, what I do is I go back and it's still there, and I'm like, oh, damn. That thing, and then I look at the tape again, but then there's a sticker, you know, the sticker where you write your name, not your name, but like the title of the movie. There's the company name on a sticker. Then I realized that on the cover, it's the same company. So I'm like, could it be? So I asked how much for the movie just to check it out, and it's like 50 cents. I'll check it out for 50 cents. Yeah. If anything, I'll just keep the cover because it's so fucking cool.
Oh man, right? you're getting me all
pumped up. It's so fucking cool. And so I come home and I check it out, and it is what it is. So I watched the movie. The movie is so fucking psychedelic, weird, and awesome. And then I start to do a little research on it. And the more I'm thinking about this, the more I think I was with René. Because we both, like, did a lot of research on this, right? There's a few things I'm going to tell you, right? I think we were supposed to watch it once. Okay. It wasn't a pile. You probably saw the cover, but you don't remember the name and everything. But anyway, this is some of the cool things. This is an extreme, huge cult classic, right? Okay.
Oh man.
But it's not that well. It's not that well known in America, but in Europe, it's huge, right? Okay. A couple of things I'm going to tell you about this is going to probably blow your mind before we watch it. The main character, okay, the actor, his research, his homework for the character. He studied another movie that you might know as Clockwork Orange.
Oh, okay. I think I know what it is.
You know what it is now, right?
Yeah.
Well, what is it?
Psychomania?
It is Psychomania. You never seen it though, right?
You lent it to me once.
Okay.
Yeah, and I started it, but I think I was so tired that day or something that I passed out. But yeah, there it is.
Look at that fucking case.
Yeah.
7 suicides, and they roared back as the living dead.
Dude. Okay. Here we go. So yes, so you're saying that the actor researched Clockwork Orange.
The McDowell character.
Yeah, because it was made around the same time. This is 1971.
He's got all of his mimics and like he looks like him and everything.
This is beautiful, beautiful tape. Good times.
Yeah.
Good times.
Yeah.
So that's what you mean.
Yeah, there was a
label.
name. There was a name written on it. So I'm like, what the fuck is this shit?
Yeah, it looks like John Doucette or something.
Yeah, whoever you are, you know you're not supposed to write your name on the fucking tape. You better recognize.
What's wrong with you? All right. Anything else you want to add on the? You said you had a few things to say about it.
Well, just how huge it is, man. It's huge, but people around here don't know.
Yeah.
And it's just the plot. It's a motorcycle gang,
Yeah.
7 people. They all commit suicide and they come back as zombies. It's fucking crazy.
It's so simple.
It's simple, but it's not what you think. Even explaining it, once you'll watch it, it's not.
Yeah, explaining it out loud and seeing it on film.
There's the toad. There's the toad.
Okay.
If you want to know what the toad is, watch it.
Okay. We're about to.
Yeah. No, I was talking to the peeps at home.
Yeah,
but
we're
yeah,
about to watch
yeah,
it.
we
You should
better.
do the same.
What's the running time on that again? Like 88 minutes or 90?
95 minutes.
95
We got
minutes.
An hour and a half, which is perfect.
Cool.
So we'll be back after this. Psychomania. Stay tuned.
I thought this was important to document. I'm just going to read the synopsis in the back, okay? Just to give you an idea of, like, what is this resume, if you will. Psychomania, 1971. Tom enjoys riding a motorcycle and he loves his mother dearly. But Tom is no ordinary fellow. He is the leader of a violent, occult motorcycle gang appropriately called the Living Dead. And his mother, together with a sinister butler, gets her kicks out of holding seances in her home. Shit is getting real. Through her, Tom makes a pact with the devil to return from the dead. One by one, he and his fellow bikers commit suicide and return to a secret place called the Seven Witches. Or do they? Ooh. Is the butler really just a faithful servant in a mythical household? Or is he really Satan himself?
Holy
Watch
shit.
this movie with someone you trust and find out. Psychomania, 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 psychomania.
So what do you say? Do you trust me enough? Can we do this?
If you hold my hand.
Okay, yeah. Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
There we go.
All right.
So what'd you think about...
Okay. Where to start? Where to begin? 70s, 70s cheese at its finest. I don't know. It's how did I describe?
I don't know if I would say it's cheese though. Do you think it's corny?
No, I mean I guess it's not all that cheesy. It's I don't know. Cheese was the first word that came to mind, but it's like I said, I'm speechless. I don't know what I just witnessed.
Yeah, early 70s, occult, dark. It's dark comedy in there. There's a whole bunch of shit.
Some humor. Yeah, it's weird altogether, but it's just so brilliant. Like the cinematography was great. It's the story, the premise is amazing. Like that when you read the resume earlier, I was like, oh man, I can't wait to see this.
Yeah.
And I guess my main concerns, like we discussed earlier, was just I was expecting them.
Zombies, yeah. Because I said zombies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, because that's the premise.
And the thing is, it looks like a zombie, right? Like on the cover, but it's just the artwork.
Yeah.
And the thing is, same thing happened to me. I mean, like I thought it was zombies, and I said zombies, but
Yeah.
but I knew there was no zombies in there. And when I said it, I shouldn't have said that. It's I know.
No, but that's the thing because like that's the premise. They all kill each other and then come back from the dead. And the name of their biker gang is
The Living Dead. Yeah.
So,
you're thinking The Living Dead,
Yeah, you think
but
they're gonna come
that Living Dead movie, Night of the Living Dead,
1968.
68. So it would have made sense.
Yeah, it was like brand new at the time.
Yeah.
So that's why I thought they're gonna come back from the dead and be all ragged and decomposed. But no, they look the same.
Yeah, they look like
Yeah.
superhuman almost.
Yeah.
Like they They stay young forever. They live forever, and they're super powerful.
Yeah.
Nothing can hurt them. They can't die a second time.
Exactly. So that was initially that was a little bit of a disappointment, due to my expectations of expecting like zombies. But it wasn't enough to like
Take you out of the movie and make you less.
The movie
no.
is awesome. Like if I could, I'm gonna do some research later on tonight.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
want to see if there's like DVD out. Like,
There is
Yeah?
yeah. I just don't know if there's the region code works down here, but I mean, like I believe that there's a like a special edition, like with interviews with like a Sanders. What's his name? George Sanders, which is the main character.
Tom.
Yeah, and a whole bunch of stuff, a whole bunch of stuff.
cool.
Because, like I
I
said,
love it.
this is a cult classic,
Yeah.
but people don't really know about it down here. People don't really
There's
talk about
no
it.
really following here in
Not here,
North
no.
America. It's
But
kind
once
of
you
a
watch
shame.
it,
You feel like it needs that.
Holy
recognition.
shit.
That's why I'm gonna put this video up and try to get the name out there, so that people check out Psychomania.
yeah,
And I feel like there's something else I wanted to say. Oh, and the fact that we watched it on a Good Times
Yeah.
LP mode VHS just made it even more like it gave it that grindhouse feel.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the picture quality has that old feel, and I really enjoyed it. I hope to find a copy someday. I feel like it would have a good home. In
Oh,
my
it was
collection.
it was such an amazing find. So let me ask you a few questions.
Okay.
Okay. What's the butler's name?
the whole movie, we were laughing because we kept looking at each other. Every time they look at the butler and say his name, it comes out like Froswell. Froswell. So we think we narrowed it down to Shadwell.
Shadwell seems to be it.
Yeah, it's either Shadwell or Chadwell. They have British accents too, which kind of make it difficult to understand.
Yeah,
slightly.
yeah.
Everything else I was fine. It's just his name.
Right.
It's like, oh, hello, nice to see you, Shadwell.
Shadwell.
Oh, come again?
Shadwell.
What was that?
I want to ask you a few questions.
Okay.
I want to get your answers and then ask me the same questions and we'll see.
Okay.
Okay? So number 1, Shadwell. Shadwell.
Yeah.
Who is Shadwell, do you think?
Well, I thought that he was the Grim Reaper.
Yeah.
That
He
was
is the
kind of-
butler first
Yeah.
off, yeah?
Yeah, for those who haven't seen the movie, he is the butler.
Mm-hmm.
And
And what role does he play in this story?
he's the he's the butler, and he's also the mom, because the mom does like seances.
Yeah.
To
Yeah.
communicate with the dead,
Yeah.
and he's kind of her right hand man.
Yeah.
I guess you could say.
Mm-hmm. What is the symbolism and what is the meaning behind the toad
Oh.
or the frog or whatever you want to call it?
That's the one thing I kept looking at you like, what is this
Yeah.
toad?
Yeah.
Because it's there throughout the whole movie. It's literally the like 2 minutes into the movie, you're introduced to this toad or a frog or whatever, and it's weird. I didn't really fully understand it. It's I have a few possibilities in mind,
Mm-hmm.
but I can't. I don't know. I feel like I need a second viewing because it's just not.
Well, just blurt it out, man. Whatever is you think the possibilities are, just go for it.
Well, like I said, I feel the toad is kind of the symbol of the deal that was made, that the mother might have made with the Grim Reaper.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. That's what I kind of got out of it.
Right.
But it's again.
It's a
feel
very
like
abstract movie, so I don't think there's a wrong answer here.
Yeah, it's almost as if they leave you make your own kind of.
Yeah. Wait till you hear what I think it is.
Okay.
But before, one last question.
Yes.
What happens at the end of the movie?
What happens at the end of the movie? Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
They all. The whole gang, with the exception of Abby, which is the
Mhm.
only one that didn't kill herself,
Yeah.
they all turn to stone.
Right.
Like,
Right. Do you know why that happens?
because the deal was annulled.
Well, I don't know. There's no wrong answer here.
I know.
I just,
I'm like, this is what I got out of it, but it's so. Again, like I looked down for 2 minutes to text, and then I came back up and I was like totally
Yeah.
lost. I was like, so it's the kind of movie you really need to pay attention,
right.
because if you just stop paying attention for 2 minutes, you can be like, wait a minute, what did I miss?
Well, even if you pay attention, it's you might
it's still
yeah.
hard to make sense of, but yeah. I think.
You want to hear my
Yeah. Let's flip it.
Okay, let's flip it.
Okay.
So just ask me the questions and I'll just answer.
Okay. So, who do you think the butler, Fanwell, is?
Okay, Chadwell is the butler. Like you said, I agree with you. He's the right hand man to the mom and everything. I do believe he is Satan per se, and the reason why I don't like see him as a Grim Reaper figure is that the Grim Reaper doesn't seem to have like death doesn't seem to have a role in this movie. Meaning like the way it happens, if somebody in this universe, if somebody kills themselves and truly 100% believes they're gonna come back to life, they do. So the Grim Reaper has like no
Right.
power over that, right? So I think he is Satan, but I do believe he is the person that made the deal with the mom. If you remember that scene where she's with her son
Yes.
at the stones, whatever, and then there's somebody that comes and has a toad. The toad is very symbolic in this
Yes.
movie. It's on a ring. Yeah. So I think he's maybe Satan. Yeah.
Okay.
Like it
Valid.
lets you suggest him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, and then the next question was, what is the significance of the toad?
Right. So the toad is there, like I said, on the ring.
Yeah.
It's so that following with my idea on the hand of Satan. Then there's also it's also on a necklace. Yeah, it's on a necklace.
Yeah, it
right?
is, yeah.
And that it's in the beginning of the movie, and it works as a protection, right? When he gets to the room where his father died or whatever, and he finds his father's glasses,
Yeah.
and then he rips that off, and then he passes out, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so there's that. Then there's an actual toad that's in the movie that he finds in
Yeah.
the graveyard,
Yeah,
right? That
right-
brings
right at the
home,
beginning, yeah.
and that's there the entire way through. And also at the end where when the deal is broken, the toad is there also.
Yeah.
So what's the symbolism of the toad? I'm going to continue this answer with the third question, which is what happens at the end, right?
Yeah.
When the deal is broken, when they turn into rocks, where the mom disappears and there's only clothes, and then there's a toad there.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So I think the toad is sort of a curse, or the deal itself. Okay? Try to follow me on this shit, because this is fucking fucked up. So, okay, the toad is the deal itself. The son, turns his entire crew, his entire gang, motorcycle gang, into like these like super zombies that don't look like zombies.
Yeah.
Right? And they start killing people. They want to kill priests. They want to kill any how did she say good doers or
Yeah,
whatever,
do-gooders,
right?
yeah.
And she realizes that like, oh crap, I got to do something. She's gonna break the deal. So you have Satan on the table, the mama and the toad in the middle, right? I think the toad is his father.
Oh, shit.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. He dies, right? The father dies like when he's a kid, and she brings the kid to a place where there's stones, right? And then at the end they turn into stones. So what if the dad was part of like a gang, like the son was, did the same thing, and they eventually all turn into stones, and that's where the motorcycle gang hangs out, right? And eventually it comes full circle, and they get turned into motherfucking stones at the end, and then the mom becomes like a toad, like the dad, and so the curse is being like passed on. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, okay? But I think that's a possibility. It's so crazy. Such a crazy movie, and at the end, there's the lady that's still alive. That's
Abby,
and the butler.
You see him walking towards her.
Yeah.
And then the credits start
Yeah,
rolling.
the same guy that had the toad on the ring that went to the mom. You know. So what's gonna happen next?
So it's
you know,
like you
it's
said,
a
full circle.
continuation.
Yeah.
So maybe that girl, you know, is gonna end up having like seance power stuff like the mom had. Maybe she's pregnant. Maybe she'll have a son that's gonna start a motorcycle gang.
Yeah.
And it's gonna ask questions about all that shit.
Yeah.
And then it's gonna end up like killing himself. And then the same.
It's a never-ending cycle.
Never-ending cycle, and it's just gonna. And eventually, that place is gonna be filled with rocks with like motorcycle people. Wasn't that a cool scene though when he just like rides out of a It's so low budget and old.
Yeah, but
it works.
It still works. Like they do so well with their low budget, and like there's just some scenes. Like I think that was my favorite scene was the first reincarnation when the first guy, the leader, comes back from his grave, just rides out of the ground on the motorcycle. It's so well done. Like for 1971, it's like no special effects. It's a guy coming out of the dirt on a motorbike.
Yeah,
I don't know
literally.
Yeah, I don't know how they pull it off, but it looks great. And yeah, that was probably one of my favorite
I don't know if you
scenes.
noticed on the case, but there's the deaths of how they killed themselves. Like somebody jumps out of the plane, you know.
Yeah.
Somebody jumps out of where is it? Like remember that one? We thought he was gonna land on the water, but like,
oh yeah, he jumps off of a bridge. Yeah.
The 2 motorcycle deaths. Yeah. So.
Nice.
Oh, from the balcony. Remember that one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Excuse me, officer. That's my motorcycle. Won't you come back here? Sure. You know. Awesome.
All right. I couldn't recommend it enough. You guys check out Psychomania. I'm gonna find a trailer. I'm gonna link you.
Starring George Sanders.
Yeah. So
Do all the research you want, man.
yeah. So this has been Lucas and Jex together again.
Yes,
Doing our annual obscure movie review. So join us next year on CineBrosSupreme. Peace out.
Ooh. Star Wars, bitches.